Boom. Hey, what's up, YouTube? So I went out and bought a GMC Topkick. Gonna get out of that truck, which that truck runs great, but I've already put a motor in it. Um, you know, studied it, head job, all that. That truck runs great, love it. Probably gonna put somebody in it come January next year sometime. I went out and bought this one because it has more room. I needed more room and more comfort. This one has a bed, and I love these things. I love the way they look. It has air ride, so come check it out. I don't like these seats. Probably gonna have them redone. We took off all the wood panels because they were all messed up or nasty. So those are being painted right now. Crystal wrapped the doghouse. We had to clean it up. It was real bad in here. This thing turns into a bed, which is pretty cool. But anyway, got the truck for $19,500, which I think I paid about $5,000 too much for it. I didn't buy it because it ran good or anything like that. I bought it for the body. It was beat to hell. Cigarette smoke was in here. We had to wash the whole interior. That took a couple hours. You could see all the yellow and brown just running off of everything. It was gross. It stunk in here real bad. I had to put a radio in it, and that was just the inside. Wait till we get to the outside. All right, so we had to paint the stairs, or the side step, because those were all rusted and messed up. The more I got under it, the more I started finding issues. I had to change the track bar. Those boots were busted. I had to change the tie rod in, so it's about to go in for an alignment. It's going in for paint today also, because the hood looks like shit. I do love that it has the 19.5 rims on here that need polishing, but these tires last forever, so you get a year out of these. But it's going in for paint today to get all this painted. I had to replace both airbags in the back because those were shot. Got underneath it, realized that it needed axle seals. So drained the rear end. It was half full of water and oil in the rear end. Both axle seals were shot. They were both leaking, so I had to replace those. As I got that off, rotors were cracked. Had to replace those. Back brakes were shot. Had to replace those. This tank right here is a fuel tank. It was full of fuel and water, so I had to drain that. I put a little filter on it. I haven't used it yet, so I'm gonna have to filter out, whatever particles are in there, whatever floating around. Had to change all the tail lights because they were all messed up. But this is getting painted. Now there were some red flags when I was buying it. When I was looking for them, with 300,000 miles, these guys wanted 40,000. I seen one on there for $50,000. It had like 200 and something thousand miles. So I paid $19,500 for this one. It says it has 225,000 miles. I don't believe that because it was so beat up. It looked like it's sitting in the field for its whole life. I also had to rebuild the transmission. The transmission wasn't slipping or having any issues, but when I dropped the pan to inspect it, there was a bunch of metal in the pan, big pieces of metal. And my tranny guy thought, my transmission guy thought it was from the sprag. Turns out it wasn't from the sprag, it was from the torque converter. Anyway, had it rebuilt, at least I know what I got. But there were red flags when I bought it. Again, like I said, the guy didn't title in his name, for one. Like when we went to go sign the title, it wasn't his name on the title. That was, the title was signed, but it wasn't titled to him. So that was a red flag right there. And I asked him about it, and he just, gave me some bullshit excuse. Also, didn't seem to know that much about the truck. So I think he probably got it real cheap and flipped it It's fine, whatever. I could have went out and spent, 40 grand for a truck, but at least now I know what I got because I'm the one building it. So that's the reason I bought a truck with so many issues. I know you're probably thinking, like, why the hell would you buy something with so many problems? But at the end of the day, I know what I have. I did all the work myself, so it didn't cost me anything in labor. But this is going to be a nice truck. And I'll update you on the video after it gets painted. It should be done in about a week. And it has the LLY in it. This is a 2004. So 2004 and up is the ones you want. They didn't have the injector issues like the first 4 Duramaxes. So, all right, I'll keep you updated. Hit that like button and subscribe. Appreciate it. They got to do the front, and they done started on the back already. So that's looking good. Get this thing together and get it right. So he's got to still do the hood. See how this hood is? I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it looks like shit. I don't know if it could have been buffed out. I didn't even try. I told him to paint it. We're gonna paint the bumpers. Gonna get that grill blacked out. I'm not a big fan of chrome, so we're gonna get rid of all that chrome. I'm just gonna murder this thing out, and I don't know what I'm gonna do about these wheels. I guess I'm gonna polish them because they're 19.5s. These tires last forever. I get a year out of these tires. So, all right, it's a little update on the paint. So the back of the truck is done. Now let's still doing the hood. Bruh, just got the truck back from the paint shop. Oh, we killed him with the truck. It look good now. Look at all. They just did the outside. I'm kidding. They just did the hood. They did the back. The back looked like shit. And I had them paint all the pieces on the inside. Had to put the music up in there. Got the subwoofer. This thing looks brand new. Probably get $50K for this truck now. Of course, I'm not gonna sell it. Come to the other side. Really like this thing. It's a big difference from my other truck that has no room because it's an extended cab. This is a crew cab and then some. Got a bed in the back. Got an air ride. The man did a great job painting it. He painted the inside, the wood pieces. Those were all messed up. He said he'll never do inside trim again. It took him a month just sanding them down, scraping them off. Cleaned up the seats. I was gonna replace the seats, but after they came clean, we got all the cigarette smoke off of them. And whoever owned the truck before me owned a fucking cat or something, because I could smell like cat piss. We cleaned all that out, washed the whole inside, crystal wrapped the doghouse, and I'm loving it. So let's just hope it's as reliable as it looks. Let's hope it runs as good as it looks. We had the transmission rebuilt, back bumper painted, put new lights in it. So we're gonna get the hitch back here. We're gonna get it on the road next week. I'll give you a little update on that and let you know how I like it as far as pulling goes. It has less power than the other truck, but it's geared lower. So we'll see what that trade-off means on the road. But I don't know. So far, I like it. Hit that like button and subscribe. I appreciate the love from everybody. And hit me up in the comments if y'all know something about these Topkicks or Kodiak or whatever. I don't know too much about them. So hit me up if you know something about it. Any tips and tricks, any tune I should get, or probably gonna put a lift pump on here. But other than that, yep, hit that like button, subscribe. I appreciate it. Boom.